Hi everyone, welcome to SKR Yoga and Wellness. My name is Sam and today we are doing a powerful yoga flow focusing on strengthening and toning the lower body, so the glutes, the hamstrings, and also a little bit of the core. So we're going to jump right in and get started by interlacing your fingers behind your back, bringing your hands all the way over towards your right hip, and on an inhale, growing, getting taller, and on an exhale, just let your right ear fall towards your left shoulder, keeping your gaze forward, coming into a light neck stretch on the side of your neck here. And then let's just shift the focus. So now bringing the eyes down towards the floor. Just taking that stretch, putting it in a different spot in the neck. Keeping the shoulder blades sliding down your back. Breathing into the stretch. We're not really forcing anything here, we're just allowing the weight of our head to take us into the stretch. And we'll bring the eyes forward once more. And then on an inhale, lifting your head back up to center. Right away we'll go to the other side, so bringing your hands over to your left hip. Inhale, grow taller, get a nice tall spine. And then on an exhale, just let your ear fall towards your shoulder, keeping your eyes forward. Again, just breathing into the stretch, allowing the weight of your head to pull you over. And we'll shift our focus, bringing the eyes and the chin down towards the floor. You should feel this more along the back of your neck, or perhaps a little bit more in towards your shoulder. And we'll bring the eyes forward once again. And on an inhale, bringing your head all the way back to center. Releasing your hands, just give them a good shake. We're gonna come right away onto all fours. So flipping towards the front of your mat. Hands come right underneath your shoulders, knees are right underneath your hips. So we're finding a solid tabletop position here. And right off the bat, we're gonna engage the core. So pulling your belly button in towards your spine, finding a nice flat back. And then on an inhale, arching belly and looking up towards the sky. Exhale, curve head and tail in towards one another. And inhale, arching back. Exhale, curve. Let's go 3 more times through this cat and cow cycle, moving at the pace of your own breath. So following the rhythm of your inhales and exhales, flowing through. And once you've finished your final cycle, come on back down to a neutral spine, so finding that nice long tabletop position with the belly button pulling in. We're going to take the right arm, extend it out in front, and then on an inhale, just lift it up beside the ear. Exhale, place it down. Left hand reaches out. Inhale up, thumb towards the ceiling. Exhale to place it down. Right leg flexes and extends back to lift up, parallel to the floor, and exhale, bringing it in. Left leg, extend, inhale, reach up, parallel to the floor, and exhale, coming back down. Now we're going to try doing opposite arm to leg. So first extend your right arm and your left leg out away from you. And then on an inhale, keep the core steady and the shoulder blades strong as we lift up. Again, being parallel to the floor, keeping the core engaged. And then on an exhale, bring your elbow and knee in towards each other. Inhale to re-extend. And exhale, place your limbs back onto the floor. We switch to the other side. First extend, then on an inhale, lift them up. Exhale, bring elbow and knee together underneath you. You can curve the spine here. Inhale, find a long spine and this long position with your arm and leg. Exhale, back down. Right hand, left leg, lift up. Exhale, in. Inhale, extend, keeping a strong core, and exhale. Exhale, down. Left hand, right leg, reach, extend up. Exhale, in. Inhale, extend. And back down. Let's go one more time, both sides. Right hand, left leg. Reach it up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. And back down. Last time, reaching out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curve. Inhale, re-extend. And exhale, back down. Bring your toes together, knees apart. Hips come onto your heels. We're just going to melt the forehead down into a nice, easy child's pose. Really breathe into your lower back and hips here. Allow the weight of your pelvis to sink down closer towards your heels. And take 5 more breaths here. Inhale, lift the forehead off the mat, walk your hands in, and we're coming back to that tabletop position. So walking your hands out once more. From here, we're going to take the right leg, step it through in between your palms to find a low lunge. So you want to make sure that your knee doesn't go past your ankle here, and we want to keep the inner thighs pulling together, so almost like you're trying to pinch your mat underneath you. So we're still engaging the legs. And as we're doing that, we're going to lift the arms up overhead, right beside the ears, also keeping the core engaged. Feeling that connection between your inner thighs. And let's cactus the arms. So you're going to bend at the elbows, finding 90 degrees on both sides. And then on an inhale, just lightly arch back up towards the sky. So keeping that engagement between your legs happening, that pinching of your mat underneath you. And maintain some engagement in the core. We'll help you hold your balance here. And on an inhale, we'll come back to center. And then place your left palm on the floor. Right hand will reach behind you. You're going to bend into your left knee and grab a hold of your toes if you can. If your toes feel too far away, you can always grab a strap or a belt here to close that distance. And from here, we're just going to lightly pull the foot in towards your glute, finding a nice quad stretch. And now we will very gently, without slingshotting the foot, let go and tuck the toes underneath you so that we can come to a nice high lunge here. And we're going to lift up, powering up the legs so the arms can come up overhead, just like they were in our low lunge. And we're going to make this a little bit more dynamic and come into some twists. So on an inhale, grow and get taller. Exhale, twist towards your front leg. So to the right side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, arms up. We're going to do this twice more. Exhale to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Last time, we inhale, arms up. Bring the palms back down to the floor. We're going to bring the back foot in a few inches, straightening that front leg to find pyramid pose here on the right side. And once again, if the floor feels too far away for you here, you can always grab a couple of blocks or cushions just to close that gap and offer you a little bit more support. You can also rest your hands on your shin if the balance is there, or if your fingertips are on the floor. Wherever you're at is perfectly okay. We're just melting the upper body towards that shin. Keep a slight bend in your front knee so we're not hyperextending. And from here, let's take the left leg forward to meet the right. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Keep a generous bend in your knees, and we'll just grab opposite elbows, and we're just gonna really dangle the spine over top of the legs. And if you'd like to sway from side to side in this ragdoll fold, please do. We're really trying to release the lower back here. So try not to hold any tension in your upper body. And we'll release the hold of the elbows. Bend the knees even more and very slowly curl up through your spine. So head and shoulders will be the last thing to recover as we come all the way up to stand. Very nice. And we'll bring the feet all the way together. So toes together, heels an inch or so apart at the front of your mat. Hands will come together in front of your heart. On an inhale, we're going to grow and get taller. Exhale, send the hips back, keeping a nice long spine, finding chair pose. So really breathing here. And now feel free to stay here in this chair pose, or you can find a twist. So inhale, grow, get taller. Exhale, you're going to take your left elbow and cross it over your right knee, twisting towards the right side. And take a peek at your knees and just make sure that your left knee is still in line with your right. Really twisting from your navel. And just breathe here. And we'll release to come back to center first. And then on an inhale, pushing all the way to the legs to stand. Let's bring the right arm up overhead. And you're going to grab a hold of your wrist with your left hand. Inhale to grow taller. Exhale, bending at the waist over towards the left side. Stretching into the right side of your body. Just a little side bend here. Breathing into that stretch. Trying to open up your ribs. Open up your obliques. Breathing into this area. On your next inhale, we'll come back up. Right away, switching. So grab hold of your left wrist this time. Inhale to grow and get taller. Exhale, bend at the waist towards the right. And inhale back to center. Let the palms float all the way down. And now we're going to flow through to a downward dog. So inhale, arms come up, palms to touch. Exhale, swan dive forward over those legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place the palms down, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, hips up, finding your first downward dog. So as this is your first down dog, you might feel a little bit of tightness, so please feel free to walk out your feet. Shake the head out yes and no. Do any little movements here until you can fully settle into this down dog. We'll take another 3 breaths here. And letting your knees fall back down onto the mat. We're going to repeat that sequence now on the left side. So taking your left foot, bringing it forward between the palms, finding your low lunge here on the second side. Again, making sure your knee is right on top of your ankle. Inner thighs are still drawing in together underneath you. Core is strong as we lift the arms up overhead, right beside your ears. Taking a couple of breaths here. And once again, we will cactus the arms, bending them at 90 degrees beside your shoulders. Inhale, grow and get taller, and we will arch back towards the ceiling. Still trying to stay lifted in the core, maintaining that engagement in your inner thighs. And inhale to come all the way back to center. Bring your right palm onto the mat, left arm behind you, bending into your right foot. or right knee to grab your right foot, and then gently just guiding that foot in closer to your glute to find a quad stretch on the right side. Breathing into the stretch. And you'll very gently release the toes, curling them under onto the mat so that we can lift the back knee, power up the legs, and then lift the upper body, finding our high lunge here. Still keeping that knee right on top of your ankle, core is engaged. We're gonna come into our twists. We inhale to grow and get taller. Exhale to twist over your front leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center, and we will bring the palms all the way back down onto the mat. Step your back foot in a few inches as you straighten your left leg. Finding pyramid pose here on the second side. Notice if one side feels easier to fold over than the other. We usually have one leg slightly more flexible. And we will bring the right foot forward to meet the left. Feet hip-width distance apart. Once again, finding this ragdoll fold, grabbing opposite elbows and just swaying from side to side. Letting the spine dangle forwards. Finding a nice easy fold. And we'll release the hold of the elbows, bring the palms back down, and then give a generous bend in the knees as we slowly roll up through the spine, through each and every vertebra, until head and shoulders are the last thing to recover. Now bringing the feet together, toes together, heels an inch apart, chair pose once more, with our hands in front of our heart. Inhale to grow and get taller. Exhale, hips go back. We maintain this long spine. Take a peek at your toes. Make sure you can still see them, so your weight should be primarily in your heels in this position here. And once again, you're welcome to hold this chair pose as is, or if you'd like to progress, we'll take it into a twist. So inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist your right elbow over your left knee. Finding a twist from your navel here. Making sure your right knee is still in line with your left. Breathing into your belly. And on your next exhale, we will release the twist, coming back to center in our chair pose. And then on an inhale, pushing into the legs to come all the way to stand. Dropping your arms, we're gonna come back into our side bends. First, lifting the left arm up, grabbing hold of that wrist. Inhale, grow and get taller. Exhale, fold towards the right. Trying to find a long stretch into the left side of your body. Inhale, come back to center. Right away we switch, right arm up, grab hold of your right wrist. Exhale, fold towards the left, stretching the right side of your body. Breathe in here. And inhale to come back to stand, arms fall by your sides. We're gonna come into that flow once again, finding downward dog. So inhale, arms come all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, dive forward over your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place the palms down, step your feet back into plank. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, bend the elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. And from this down dog, we're going to send the hips forward, finding a plank position. So really pull your belly button in towards your spine, push away from the floor underneath you. So your shoulder blades are wrapping around your rib cage, pushing down and away. And we're gonna lift the right leg up, tap it on the outside of your yoga mat, and then place it back into the center. Same thing with the left foot, tap the outside and back in. Right foot, tap out and in, keeping that core nice and strong, left and in. Right foot. Make sure we're not arching or curving in the back. 4 more. You got this. Left taps out and in. Right foot out and in. Left out and in. And we'll push up into a downward dog. Not quite done with the core yet. Right away we're gonna lift the right leg up on an inhale, opening up that hip. And then on an exhale, bring it forward, bending the knee in towards your nose. Hips come to a plank position. Inhale, re-extend the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. Hips come low, parallel to the floor. Inhale, up. Twice more. Exhale, in. Inhale, up. Exhale, curve. And inhale, up. And we'll float that foot back down. Right away, going to the left. From this downward dog, inhale, lifting the left leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, hips forward into plank. Inhale, push up, leg extends. Exhale, knee to nose, hips low. Inhale, up. Exhale, in. 2 more. Inhale, up. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. And float that leg back down onto the mat. Take a little breather in your downward dog. And then from here, we're gonna bring the hips forward, finding plank once more. You're gonna take your right elbow, bring it down onto the floor, left elbow all the way down. Right hand comes back underneath your shoulder, left hand under your shoulder. Again, reversing. Left elbow, right elbow. Left hand, right hand. Again, right elbow, left elbow, right hand, left hand. Last time, you got this. And left, right, and lifting the hips. Finding downward dog once more. You can stay here or take your flow with me if you'd like. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, really stretching out those abs. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a little child's pose. So knees come onto the floor, toes together, knees apart. Relaxing your forehead down. Taking a moment to appreciate all of that hard work. Breathing into your belly. Just allowing your body a second to relax, your heart rate to return to normal. And on your next inhale, lift your forehead, tuck the toes, we're coming back into downward dog. Now let's inhale the right leg up, keep it straight and square towards the floor. We're gonna swing it forward, step the foot between your palms, spin your back heel so it's at a parallel to the short edge of your mat. And we windmill the arms up to find warrior 2 here on the right side. So make sure your hips, your shoulders and your hips are stacked right on top of each other, facing the side of your mat. Arms are reaching out, long to your sides. Knee is right on top of your ankle, making 90 degrees. Feeling long and strong like a warrior here. And on your next exhale, we'll take the right arm, reaching it all the way up and back to find reverse warrior. You can rest your left hand on your leg. Just make sure it's not right on top of your knee. Just above or just below is perfect. And inhale to come back to warrior two. Now we're going to take the left hand, spin it down, and lift your back heel. So we're turning our body to face the front of our mat now. Now we're going to take a big step onto the front leg, the right leg, bringing the knee all the way up into the chest. Let's bring the palms into prayer position in front of our heart. Cross the left ankle over your right knee. Inhale to grow tall, and exhale, send the hips back, chest forward. So this is just like chair pose, but we're standing on one leg. Finding a stretch now into our left hip. If you'd like to make the stretch a little bit more intense, you can fold forward, placing your fingertips on the floor. That's not really something I want to do today for my practice, so I'm going to stay up here. But just know that that is an option if you'd like to intensify the stretch slightly. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, come up to stand. Keep that knee lifted high. And exhale, extend it back, finding warrior three. So keep your belly button pulling in towards your spine. Toes and knee are spinning down, so they're facing the floor. We're making one long line from your heel all the way to the top of your head. Take 2 more breaths here, you got this. And gently bend into that front knee. Send your left foot back, finding our lunge once more. Plant your left palm over your right hand up towards the ceiling. Finding an easy twist. Giving that right hand straight a bit of a break after that rather intense sequence. And we'll float the right hand back down. Step your right foot back to plank and we'll take a flow. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here before we go ahead and do the other side. So on an inhale, you will lift your left leg, keep it straight and square towards the floor. We're going to step it through between the palms. Spin the back heel, windmill the arms, finding warrior two. Again, making sure we have 90 degrees from the knee on top of your ankle. Arms are really reaching out to the sides here. Finding a long and strong line. Belly button is pulling in towards your spine, core is engaged. And on your next exhale, we'll take the left arm up, reversing the warrior. Finding that side body stretch. And inhale, come back to warrior two first. We will spin the right heel up. Arms come up to reach up overhead. So we're finding this high lunge position. Now we're going to power up the left leg, taking a big step forward, transferring our weight. So my right knee is pulling in towards my chest. Arms will come together in front of the heart. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Inhale to grow. Exhale, sending the hips back, chest forward. Finding the same pigeon on the left side. So we're stretching to the right hip here. Keep your right foot flexed to protect your knee. And just breathe. If you're having a bit of trouble with balance here, try to imagine roots growing up from underneath your foot into the floor, into the earth. So these roots are what are supporting you. It can also help to lock eyes with an unmoving spot in front of you. And on your next inhale, we'll come to stand first, bringing that knee in. Exhale, kick the heel back behind you. Finding a straight line from your heel all the way to the top of your head. warrior three. Breathe in here. Again, remembering those roots if you're having trouble with balance. You can keep a slight bend in that left knee if this is easier with balance. Taking 2 more breaths. And bending into that left knee, sending the right foot back, finding the lunge once more. Right palm will ground into the floor. Left arm reaches up. Easy twist. This should feel like a breeze after that tough sequence of the left leg. Try to open up your shoulders as much as you can towards the side wall, stacking your left shoulder on top of your right. And we'll float the left palm back down, stepping back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And then letting the knees fall down gently onto the mat. We're going to swing our legs forward, starting to cool down our practice. So bring the soles of your feet together and just place them wherever is most comfortable for you. So they might be a little farther from your hips, they might be closer to your hips, whatever feels best in your body. And then grab a hold of your ankles, and on an inhale, get nice and tall, sitting right on top of your sit bones here. Exhale, fold forward, and we're just gonna let the spine curve. So you're gonna allow the weight of your head to pull you forward into the stretch. So we're not really forcing anything here, we're just taking a little bit more passive approach to this stretch and allowing gravity to do most of the work for us. And breathe into wherever you feel this most. You might feel it in your hips, you might feel it in your spine. Try to send breath and space and length into those places. Take 3 more breaths. And on your next inhale, we will slowly roll back up through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Very good. We will stretch the legs out in front. Just give them a little bit of a shake, relaxing out those muscles. We're going to take the right foot, bend it in, and place it on the inside of your left thigh. Flexing the left foot, heel is still in contact with the floor. We inhale, reaching the arms up, growing tall. Exhale, bend at the waist. Grab a hold of whatever you can here. And once again, we're going to take a bit of a passive approach and just let the head drop towards the leg. Breathing here into the stretch. You might feel this in your hamstring more, or you may feel it a little bit on the right side of your back. This is where I usually feel this stretch, it's more in my spine. So I like to breathe into this place, imagining that I'm making my spine even longer. And on your next inhale, reach the arms forward to come all the way up. And right away we'll switch to the other side. So right leg forward, left heel comes in, sole of your foot to the inside of your right thigh. Flexing the right foot in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending forward at the waist. Grab a hold of whatever you can here. And then again, letting the forehead and upper body melt towards that leg. Breathing into wherever you feel this most. Again, we're allowing gravity to do most of the work here. hugging your knees into your chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. On an exhale, you'll be lifting your forehead off the mat to make a tight little ball. And inhale, resting the head back down. We're going to come into a nice easy twist here. So reaching your left leg out underneath you. Right knee will twist across your body. Right arm extends and eyes look to the right. Knee twisting to the left. Make sure both of your shoulder blades are in contact with the floor here. That maybe means that you can't bring your knee quite as far across the body. But we want to give more importance to the spine in this twist here. So keeping both shoulder blades around and twisting from the navel and breathing. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, firm up the belly to come back to center. And right away we will switch. So right leg extended, left knee in. On an exhale, cross it over the body, extending your left arm out to the side. Eyes will also go to the left. And again, making sure that both shoulder blades are firmly pressing into your mat. Breathe in here. And on your next inhale, firming up the core to bring that knee back to center. And we will extend into Shavasana. So let your hips open up. Legs can be wide, arms can be wide, palms facing forward, up towards the ceiling. And just gently close your eyes and settle into Shavasana. Take a moment to really appreciate all of that hard work your body just did to keep you nice and strong. And thank yourself for coming onto the mat today, working on your practice. And then just take another 10 breaths or so, focusing on the rise and fall of the breathing. So following the inhale and the exhale, trying to send the breath into the belly. And we'll do this for about another 10 breaths. bring the hands in front of the heart. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths together. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. One more like this. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. And gently blinking the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this powerful practice with me, for finding strength in the lower body and the core. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also if you haven't yet, please subscribe to SKR Yoga and Wellness. It really does help support me in putting free yoga on the internet, which of course is a really great thing. So that's everything for today. Thank you so much. Have a great day.